It's Wednesday, September 23rd, 2020. This is the final voyage of the Navy cruiser USS Ticonderoga, CG-47, on its way to the Scrapyard International Ship Recycling in Brownsville, Texas. The Ticonderoga is being towed by the Smith Maritime tug Miss Ruey. Smith Maritime owns several ocean tugs and barges. Their home base is located in Green Cove Springs, Florida. The Miss Ruey is 133 feet long and 34 feet wide. She is pushing with two 9-foot 7-inch diameter propellers at 3,900 horsepower. She carries 129,000 gallons of diesel fuel. The Miss Ruey is equipped with two tow winches. Each winch has 2,000 feet of 2¼ inch tow wire with a 125-ton line pull. The upper pilot house is at 64-foot eye level for an unobstructed view. The Ticonderoga was the first in its class that became known as the Ticonderoga class of guided missile cruisers. It's a class of warships the United States Navy first ordered and authorized in the 1978 fiscal year. The class uses passive phase array radar and was originally planned as a class of destroyers. However, the increased combat capability offered by the Aegis combat system and the AMSPY-1 radar system, together with the capacity of operating as a flagship, were used to justify the change of the classification from DDG, which is Guided Missile Destroyer, to CG, which is Guided Missile Cruiser, shortly before the keels were laid down to Ticonderoga and Yorktown. The contract to build DDG-47 Ticonderoga was awarded to Ingalls Shipbuilding on September 22, 1978. On January 1, 1980, she was redesignated as a guided missile cruiser, became CG-47. Her keel was laid down on January 21, 1980, which was the 35th anniversary of the devastating kamikaze attack on the Essex-class aircraft carrier Ticonderoga. CG-47 was launched on April 25, 1981, and was delivered on December 13, 1982. She was commissioned on 22 January 1983 with First Lady Nancy Reagan, the ship's main sponsor, having the honor of christening the ship on May 16, 1981. The first captain of the ship was Ronald George Galebot, who later became an admiral. CG-47 is the fifth United States Navy vessel to carry on the name Ticonderoga. The ship was the fifth ship named for the capture of Fort Ticonderoga in 1775. She was also named after the Essex-class aircraft carrier Ticonderoga CV-14 that was nearly sunk during World War II. The Ticonderoga was featured in the 1986 Tom Clancy novel Red Storm Rising, defending the Nimitz and Saratoga battle groups against the saturation of anti-ship missile attack in the Norwegian Sea by Soviet bombers. She completed her first deployment on August 3, 2004. Ticonderoga enjoyed liberty ports in Cozumel, Mexico, Cologne, Mayport, Guantanamo Bay, Cartagena, Colombia, Vasco Núñez de Balboa, Panama, Puerto Quetzal, Guatemala. She conducted counter-narcotics operations in conjunction with Colombian military authorities from April to June of 2004. Ticonderoga successfully intercepted 5 of the cigarette-shaped go-fast smuggling boats and 1 fishing vessel, netting over 14,000 pounds of cocaine, detaining 25 suspects in the process. She was decommissioned on September 30th of that year. After decommissioning, she was towed to the Naval Inactive Ship Maintenance Facility in Philadelphia. In 2010, she was offered for a museum donation by the Navy. There was an effort to bring Ticonderoga to Pascagoula, Mississippi, where she was built to serve as a museum ship. In May 2013, the vessel was formally stricken from the Naval Vessel Register for disposal. In October of that same year, the Ticonderoga Historical Society reported that the U.S. Navy was going to scrap the ship after a number of potential museum sites were unable to add her to their collections. In June 2014, NAVSEA released a disposal reporting letter declaring the ex-Ticonderoga to be available for inspection by bidders and ready for disposal by scrapping or sinking. As of September 2019, the ship remained in Philadelphia.